Is this thing on? Hello? Hey guys. Oh, welcome back to another episode of my Forever World series. In this episode, we are building a little farm to just make it a little more efficient, and at the same time making it pretty. This one's a little more cozier than the last episode that just came out. There was a few things, nothing too exciting, but this is more cozy than anything else. So sit back, relax, grab something to eat, grab something to drink, and let's get this started. Last episode, we worked on our enchantment room. See, still as beautiful as it was when you guys last saw. And then I was just clearing out my inventory, and I just wanted to kind of talk to you guys a little bit on what our plans are for this episode. So as you can see, I have like pretty decent resources and stuff to make food, but I just I'm lazy. But my food situation does need to be fixed. I do need to make actual proper food. I can't be living off of baked potatoes and potato bread forever. So my plans for this episode is to make a farm with all these crops here, make it actually look better, and then I don't think we'll quite get to it this episode, but I also wanted to do a meat market. So, I know this is kind of mean and I'm kind of being a bully, but the normal cows, they're going to be in the meat market, but these little woolly cows, no, I can't do it. But, what's great about being in the plains biome is that we have all of the original looking mobs. So we have all the normal chickens, the normal pigs, and normal cows. So I will be using those in the meat market. But when I eventually go off and collect, the new variants, they're safe. They're safe from the meat market / butcher shop. But so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm probably our main focus is going to be our crop farm. I am gonna try to automate it. I'm gonna try to have some automated farms with it, mostly just pumpkin and melon. But I personally enjoy going through the farm myself and actually like picking all of the food and stuff, all the crops. So like I said, I will do an automatic farm for pumpkins and melons, because eventually when we start trading, we may even get a villager, who knows, but when we start trading with villagers and stuff, I know pumpkins and melons are a good source of trading for emeralds, and with those emeralds we get more plushies. #priorities. Let's go ahead and get some resources and start building. So like any time that I start doing a build, I set up a little crafting station or workstation. I put my crafting table down, my bed down, then I go into my house to grab some resources, and that's when I realized something. I just realized I don't have melons. And the jungle biome is so far away. Ugh. I can't believe I don't have melons. I really don't have melons. Oh, thank God. Thank you. I don't want to have to travel all the way to the jungle. Look, let me show you how far that jungle is. The jungle biome, look at that. It's so far. You really think I want to go that far? For melons? Thank God that I had melons. Anyways, so now I'm just in my storage area just trying to figure out, what I want to use for my farm build. So I'm just going to cut some trees because clearly I ran out of the materials that I actually did need it. Did need it? Did need. Words are hard, guys. Stay in school. But I'm chopping down some trees, gathering some resources, and getting started on my build shortly after. So you'll see me looking at the redstone lamps and the daylight sensor. I was just curious on how to make it. I don't know if you guys have ever used it, but it's literally my favorite lighting in the game compared to like anything else. Like it just, when you light up paths at nighttime, ugh, it's so pretty. But anyways, I was just curious on how to make it, but I won't be using it this episode, but you will be seeing me using them in the future. Okay, so here we go. I'm actually starting to build. This is where I'm gonna keep my little storage area and possibly keep my farmer that I'm going to yoink from the village. So I'm just designing it, trying to see how I want it to look. I mean, it's not gonna be the final look, but that's just the outline of it. In here, I'm just putting down some sweet berries, just getting my farm started. I wanted to make some trapdoors and make it look pretty. Trying to I'm like, you know what, let's put a lantern here. Make it look a little bit better, light it up a bit. So you can see, or I can see, well, you can see too. Oh God. I moved my workstation to where I built that little awning, and you can see that I cleared out my resources, or not my resources, my food that was growing over there. Grabbed it all, and I'm trying to figure out how I want the shape of this to look. So I'm planting all my wheat. Very nice, very nice. And then here, I believe these are my beet roots. Yeah, those are my beets. And I'm just going to do the same thing that I did with my my wild berries or sweet berries. Just going to put the trapdoors, make it look a little more presentable. As you can see, I believe I've already, those are, to the left are my potatoes. And then I planted my carrots. So now I wanted to just make something cute with the glowberries. So I'm just going to build like a little thing. I don't know what it's called. I don't know things. I just know how it looks. But you'll just trust the process, guys. Before I forget, let me show you guys what I ran into when I needed the redstone for my observers and those pistons. Ugh. Here I am, just an innocent little piggy, just mining away, trying to find some redstone. And I'm just exploring, looking around, and then that's when I saw this. Oh, God. What am I getting myself into? No, I don't want to do this. You know, one of these days I'm gonna get the camera angle right. I promise. Anyways, so now that my farm is practically done, I thought that it'd be fun to, get some villagers. So here's my little adventure on how that went. Let's get it started. Oh, don't judge me, okay? I'm directionally challenged. All right. Which one of you lovely ladies would like to come home with me? Someone. Anyone. No takers? Thank you, Lyra. I have a new home for you, Lyra. And it's pretty, I promise. And you're gonna be the cutest little farm girl. Welcome home, Lyra. I think, come on. This boat is ridiculous. Look, would you rather have this job? Wait. Lyra? Did I do this wrong? Yeah, I in fact did it wrong. So here's footage of me going to the village again to take another villager in hopes that she becomes my cute little farm girl. What in the world? How the heck did she get out? Anyways, so here I am trying to leave. Severin gets out. These villagers, man, they're really quick with it. If they want to leave, they want to leave. All right, guys. I know I said that, you know, we were going to make a pretty farm and then gather some animals. I was only able to do one of those things. I was only able to make my farm. It took a lot longer than I thought it would, but, you know, I'm very picky when it comes to my builds, and so I really want to take my time when I do it. I thought it was going to be a quick, easy, plant a couple of crops, kind of make it look pretty, but then I had all these ideas and it just, yeah. But anyways, we are finally done with everything. You guys ready for the grand reveal? Ta-da! This was the final product of everything. Blood, sweat, and tears went into this. Lots and lots of blood, sweat, and tears. By the way, this horse, when I get a name tag, we're naming him Jerky. Just because he was a jerk when we first met. He bullied me, then he didn't want to be my friend. So I felt like Jerky was fitting for him. So this is Jerky. But so far, this is what I have. We have our sweet berries here. Here's our potatoes. And then here's our glow berries, just to make it look pretty. Carrots, wheat. Here's our beetroots. Yeah, that's a work in progress. I'll show you guys what's behind there in a minute. But this is my automatic pumpkin farm. So I did all of this. Oh, I gotta take these out. But as you can see, it's working pretty well. I got 38 pumpkins there. And then I kind of messed up here. I can't be bothered to fix that right now. But yeah, this is my little melon farm. And you guys saw the journey that I took to bring Lyra and Severin here. But Severin is our farmer. I haven't fully, you know, upgraded her yet. I was too busy doing my builds. As you can see, I'm not the only girl here anymore. I'm slowly building up my village. I don't know how to get rid of her trade. Oh. But yeah, this door is a problem. But I'll show you. This is just my storage of everything that I have. So this is where I'm going to keep all my food and stuff. And then let me show you what I did here. I think that's going to be a thing. If you go through here, this is the work in progress also, but I did this. So I upgraded from I upgraded from potato bread to fruit salad since I have a lot of watermelons now. I mean, eventually I'll start trading them, but I think I'm gonna start just focusing on the pumpkins because that one is the larger one, and I don't have to convert it like I do melons. But so with Josh's cookbook, like I'm able to use some of the recipes and use the auto crafter. As you can see, I can make fruit salad. So when I'm ready to go on an adventure, or if I ran out of food, I can just come here and hit this button a few times. It's a work in progress, okay? It's a work in progress. This is all I got. I'm not a redstone person, so I don't quite understand how I could just, you know, make it go faster, but you know what? That'll do. But so far that's just my little contraption for making food now, so that way I don't have to run around and grab all the ingredients. Everything is literally right here, and then if I decide that I want to change what I want to eat, I can just go in there and make something different. But yeah, anyways, that is all for today, guys. This episode is a little more calm than last week's episode, but you know what? It's cozy, and that's ultimately what I wanted to do, is just have a cozy building video. Y'all can see kind of my thought process and how this came to be. But yeah, I haven't decided what my next project is going to be. It's going to be along the lines of either gathering the animals or doing more automatic farms specifically for my cactus and my sugarcane. But until next time, I'll see you guys later.